Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and this is gonna be discussion about the new map. Short video. How short, you probably know that better than I do. I'm recording this and you guys already see the length of this video. So I wanted to... This map is called... let's go straight away to this. Yeniseisk-15. I'm probably gonna put this in the description of the video or a first comment or pinned comment or something like that. If I forget, just remind me. This is the map that I wanted to start a new game on. I'm gonna say a couple of things. None of you guys are... Well, initially none of you guys are watching this because of the... well, initially maybe you are, but nobody's watching this series or my channel because of the extreme technical capabilities that I have, but you know, just it's semi some kind of entertainment or whatever we want to call it. Both you and me do much better job without me recording this than I am doing in the videos, and this is just some kind of form of entertainment that obviously you're enjoying. JP, you too as well, obviously, because you guys wouldn't be here, and also well, I probably would be making those videos anyway. So this is not the start of the map, forget about this. This is me doing some experimentations and testings, how things will work. This map is quite specific in one thing. It doesn't have any railroad crossings, which is something that I'm interested in. I'm interested in playing, and it has only 2 crossings. There's no, I believe there's no NATO border crossing on this map, which is gonna make it even more interesting. So this is the second crossing over here. Again, no rail crossing, so all the exports will have to be probably river, so boat system, river boat system, something like that. Just to check here, no, this is just a village. No, we don't. I don't believe we have any NATO border crossing, which is interesting. It's interesting. We'll see how we're gonna handle this. If we're gonna do some mods or whatever, you know, something different for border crossing, or we will just stick to whatever we have now. Map is a little bit, we discussed this in one of the comments or on the Discord channel, that the map is bigger than it seems. I mean, like, usually one would think that the borders are here, that one last square is actually outside of the map, but it's not. In this case, you can see that the whole river here goes through the internal border. Even if it goes outside a little bit, I don't think that would be affecting us. Well, I'm not really sure. I would probably change the map. It doesn't really matter. It goes fully within the terrain of the map. Well, yeah, it's fully in the map. Now, what I wanted to do different here, it's like I said, that this is not something. If we can start from the beginning, we can start from beginning. We can do it over and over and over again. I don't think this is the point of what I would like to do, or what I consider entertaining or nice to watch. What I wanted to do is tell a story. In this case, this would be, first of all, this map here, it doesn't have the edge. Well, kind of does have the edge. It looks nice. I like it. I like the map. The challenging thing about the map is also the resources. They are some, but first of all, they're far away. They're far away from this border crossing where I'm testing, and they're mostly in the middle of the map and developing there. It's again going to be based on in the agriculture or potentially some other stuff. I'm not sure if I would be doing import-export industry or import-based industries or economy where we import stuff and process, but who knows? We'll see how this is going to go. What I wanted to do is create a challenge. This would be failure of Alaska, failure of Alaskan map, because I said we're gonna have 50,000 people by the year, I don't know, 1970 or something, quite arbitrary, and we failed, even though Alaska later on succeeded, whatever we succeeded in Alaska, but obviously that was a failure. So what I wanted to implement in this map, this was a punishment for us failing the mission that we had. So what I wanted to do here is simulate this to be Central Siberia, the vastly unpopulated area where we are supposed to develop for the Soviet Republic. Border crossings, of course, there's no NATO border crossings, so I don't know if you're gonna even be able to do so. But planes and stuff like that. But it's perfectly fine to be Siberia, because Central Siberia, because there's no NATO border in this map at least. And when you send a plane, who knows where it flies? You know, it can fly to China, who cares? What I wanted to do differently here, at least I want to know your input on this. I wanted to ask you, what do you think about, for example, I wanted to make it a little bit more challenging, for example, that this is downstream from some of the big industrial cities, Yekaterinburg or Chelyabinsk or something like that, that land is unfertile because of the dirty river and stuff like that, and I wanted to simulate that by using only medium-sized fields for, let's say, the decade or two, and then later we can expand this to big fields. These are, of course, big fields, not the medium-sized fields, you know, just to simulate the unproductivity of the farms. Of course, farms will be, as I usually do it, linked to distribution office, and of course 19 fields, 18 to 19 fields maximum. So think about 19 medium-sized fields for a farm. That farm is going to be quite expensive to run and not so productive, so that would stimulate some kind of you know, degradation in ground value. One other thing I'm experimenting with is the import of resources. It has border crossings and they are really awful. It's gonna be challenging. I was thinking of of simulating that we have shipping, and we will have shipping, a lot of it. I wanted to build a harbor around here and ship docking into the harbor and importing, buying, purchasing stuff from the outside, like prefab panels or steel or not whatever we need, but I wanted to set up specific things for shipping. So for example, I would like to probably not vanilla, probably one of the mods, but let's say cargo harbor and then connected to small storage. It would be probably modded one, some rackety or old harbor, and connected to a storage facility that will be quite small, but this is all the resources we can get importing with boats. You know, this would be also motivation for us to develop the boating, river system for navigation, for our ships, import, export. Of course, everything else like electrical components, food, and this kind of stuff probably wouldn't be transported by boats, but this is what I'm thinking about. You know, it's not set in stone, and this is why I'm making this video, to ask you guys what you think about that. So having some challenges. Like I said, map has not a lot of resources. There are some, but obviously I would set some rules like the previous ones, you know, to keep it a little bit more challenging and interesting. Hopefully develop a story a little bit more than in previous series. Right, so what do you think about the map? What do you think about the plan with the fields, only working on the medium-sized fields just for the first decade, maybe 2 decades? We'll see 1970, and of course I will need your help to remember this. I mean, to remind me when the 70s come on, you know, our advancement in agriculture, industry, and this kind of stuff, you know, so we can build the larger fields. And also, like, you know, also clean industry, clean rivers, waters, and this kind of stuff, you know, like we have a little bit, you know, better industry. So this is the map. And also this harbor thing, I still don't know how this is gonna function, because I was thinking of having a storage here. For example, we have small size storage. Where is it, you son of a, where are you? Do I still have the storage? I should do, because I don't remove this stuff that I'm using on Alaska. It's hard to notice it. It's the smallest storage we have that is connected to those colored ones. There we go. So this kind of storage, for example, this is 150 tons of everything. So if we build something like this, I can even use money to build this. I just wanted to show you how I envisioned this. So we would have something like this storage here, and this is the only thing that the ships can build. Doesn't matter which kind of ships we have, because they won't be able to unload more than the storage allows. So it's still gonna be challenging, you know, and then we can start, you know, expanding the harbor and work around that. So like I said in the beginning, like just watching somebody, like watching tutorials of somebody doing perfect, doing really well, it's not really that interesting and I bet most of you guys actually, you know, are here for me ranting and seeing me fail, but you're still enjoying that. I know JP is, and he definitely loves when I fail, because, you know, it gives him so much pleasure to come back and enjoy more. So this is what I was planning on doing, and I would like to know your input on this, you know. So if we build something like this, with a limited amount of storage, like, you know, you see what I mean, that we can only do whatever we have here. And of course this is a small storage that wouldn't be, so ship doesn't play any part, like size of the ship initially, and we're not going to be expanding the storage. It's just what it is. Anything extra that we needed and what we can be provided by this ship, we can manage the storage. We can increase or decrease, but 150 tons would be maximum we can get. This would kind of unload pressure of the border crossing, which in any testing I do, it's similar to Alaska. It's quite busy. You need to start finding your own resources as you do, including gravel, which is of course challenging to find here. I mean, at least in close to the beginning location, or at least this side of the map. So it would be challenging to play this and, you know, stop importing stuff and this kind of stuff. And which kind of resources? Of course it will be the same model as we're doing now, you know, you guys helping out with the comments and us playing this together. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I expect to hear from you. I tried rushing even vanilla. I know BC74 SJ, was it that nickname? Sorry, he's not probably even watching that. He pointed out something good. He thought I was a legend because I created these tutorials for these vanilla silos, that they're all connected to the same cargo station, and I'm even experimenting now with that. I think there's no point to this. The size of these silos is way too small, and we definitely need something bigger. Even for vanilla game, I might play around with this idea in the beginning, but this setup here gives us like a really low amount, 3,200 I believe tons of crops, which might be actually good if we go for smaller fields. So we might go for something like that. And they're quite expensive silos, by the way, just a heads up. They cost arm and a leg to build, a lot of concrete. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. The new map is not gonna start for a while now, well, days or if not weeks. So I will make a couple of these videos just to see what you guys think, a little bit of testing what I'm doing, and these kind of updates. I did only vanilla here just for fun. This is 100% is not gonna be vanilla only. Time when we're gonna start is also questionable. Some of you said that you don't want me to start earlier, but I am gonna say that I probably will start a little bit earlier. I'm gonna change this date. Well, this is not even the, you know, we're gonna play from the beginning. Right, that's it. Let me know your thoughts. Let's continue chatting in the comment section, Discord. Let me know your opinion, and of course I will create more of these videos, you know, updates and what has been decided by me with your suggestions. Anyway, happy Saturday guys, have a nice one, see you in the next one, bye bye.